Hey you guys, welcome back to some more 9-9. Last episode we had a nice conversation with Noah and she found out that she was able to use the order on Sophie, which may be key to defeating Iris. She was able to reach her soul, I guess, in the other world. So we're going to see how that turns out, but we are going to be continuing where we left off right now. Let's see what ends up happening here. I feel like we're getting close to something big going on. Something's building up here. We're going to find out what that is. Alright, I'm passing out the handouts. I'm not keeping count, so divvy up extras. You pass them back. Afternoon homeroom. I reached the end of the school day without complications. I filled everyone in on what happened yesterday. Takamine wanted to talk to me about it. I made him put it off for another day since I had plans with Noah. However, since I'm not sure Noah doesn't want people knowing what she's trying to do, I fed him some random excuse I made up. Pretty sure we'll all meet up either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow anyways. As we always do. Homeroom ends and chatter starts to fill the classroom. I sling my bag over my shoulder and stand up from my seat. Alright, see ya, Yoichi. Say goodbye to Yoichi and give Kujo a see ya as I pass by her and head in the hallway. Yoichi has stopped asking me to walk home with him. I guess to say he really doesn't want to be a part of any more trouble. And I have a feeling he's going to be. Well, I can hope that he keeps himself distant from artifacts and users. I take out my phone once I come out from the front gates and check the time. She said that she'd come by my place after she stopped back home, so it doesn't seem like I have to rush. I'll leisurely stroll back to my place. So slip into casual wear and wait for Noah to come while browsing on my computer. I keep wanting to say phone. I'm not used to them people actually using computers. It's like everyone's just on their phone, you know? Someone asked what she wants to test. I presume it's something that she can do in the confines of my small apartment, but what is it? I honestly can't think of what it might be. As soon as I finish up an episode of an overseas drama, my phone buzzes. I'm almost there, says Noah's message along with a cute sticker. I love that she does the cute little stickers. As always, she doesn't keep up her act when she's texting. I wonder if she notices that she's unconsciously showing parts of her true self. Now that I think about it, Noah's natural charms are kind of funny in a different way from Gosuke-senpai. I feel like I've been able to make the most progress in our relationship in this branch, but there's still a whole lot about Noah that I don't know. As I contemplate to myself, my doorbell rings. I pause my video and head towards the front door. Yos. Greet Noah at the door. I know she's carrying a backpack on her back and shopping bags of contents. You bring some treats. She puts her stuff down on the floor. Inside the shopping bag are snacks. Yeah, what else did you think they were? Sure, bought a lot. Yeah, what's up with every time we have snacks? Like, people bring an absurd amount of snacks. Noah sits down on one of the throw pills, and I take a random spot on the floor. Reform yourself.
失敗を極度に恐れているからかっこ悪い姿を誰にも見せたくないの。常にかっこいい私でいなくてはいけないとずっとそう考えて生きてきたから。
I had trouble saving the world because I couldn't let anybody see me looking uncool. That would be awful.
イーリスを滅しようとしたその時、別の枝の私は妹の死がちらついて恐怖した。イーリスを滅すれば、いえ、違う。イーリスを殺せばあの運転手と同じになる。妹を殺したあの酔っ払いと強く嫌悪したんだと思う。恐怖と嫌悪がしたつもりの陳腐な覚悟を上回った。逃げ出したいと思ったかもしれないけれど、あなたたちに無様な姿は見せられない。相反する気持ちがぶつかり合った結果、私はフリーズしてしまった。
Yeah, that makes sense. She has a lot going on, and she's trying to keep up this persona. She's trying to do the right thing, right? It's a lot to put on her plate, and I think like she's now realizing like why she would have come to that conclusion, why she would have froze up in that moment.
それが しくじった理由だと思う。多分だけど。
I think it's a valid one. It's kind of what we've talked about before, I feel like. Noah's eyes waver with insecurity. She probably needed a lot of courage to even speak to me about that. She's trying to confess to her own weakness.
もし素直に弱音を吐けていたら、みんなのフォロー、例えばはるかの力で鼓舞してもらったりしてうまくいったかもしれない。でも私にはできなかった。まずはその堅くなさを何とかしたい。仲間に弱音を吐けるようになった時、私は別の私になれる気がする。
Yeah, I think that's true. Because, I mean, showing your weakness shows that you trust people, right? People want to know that they can trust you and that you trust them. They want to know you're reliable and things like that. I feel like showing your weakness, like showing a more vulnerable side of you, is a great way to do that. Especially like opening up about your feelings or maybe your insecurities. I feel like that's going to be really beneficial to helping you feel closer to people, right? Because when you feel close to someone, you feel more security, you feel more trust. And that's really what we need in this fight. We need everyone to feel that unity. We need everyone to feel like they can rely on everyone else to do their job so that it'll all come together and we'll be able to defeat her.
と思ったの。
Especially because if we're wavering in front of Iris, she's going to take advantage of that. She's going to just pick us off. And we need everyone to make sure we're on the same page here.
確かにノアが弱音を吐いているところは
It's going to be rough. I'm curious to see how it's going to happen because I'm like, yeah, this is going to be not a great situation. Or showing your weaknesses go.
昨日見た気がするな。
Yeah, the cat episode. That's what I would like to call last episode, is the cat episode.
悪い。茶化すつもりはなかった。
別にいい。昨日かけるだけでいいって言ったの。それが理由だから。もう無様な姿を見せてしまった。
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that was a problem.
付き合って私はもっと無様になる。
Well, I mean, it's kind of like that saying, like, if you can't handle someone at their worst, you don't deserve them at your best. I mean, I'm not saying that someone should, like, you should settle with someone who's always going to show you their worst. But, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you're only going to see, like, more vulnerable sides of her. And I think that's fine.
弱い自分を乗り越えるために。
Because, I mean, I think if you can show your weakness and still be strong in those moments, then that's great for your character.
わかった。俺はどうすればいい？
ひとまず着替えさせてほしい。
Okay. You didn't have time to change them before you came?
じゃあ、俺あっちにいるよ。
ありがとう。終わったら呼ぶ。
了解。
I was really hoping she's not going to be like, I want you to watch me change clothes. It'll help me get over my weakness, my embarrassment. It's like, sounds like a very ecchi thing to say. Exit the living room and head to the kitchen. Shut the door tight and sit with my back facing the living room. She said she'd get even more unsightly. Does that mean she's changing to a more casual outfit or something? I wonder what an unsightly outfit is in Noah's eyes. Her everyday clothes are pretty gothic Lolita, so maybe her gym tracksuit. I'd like to see that. Something tells me, knowing Noah, she'd be able to really pull off that look. I don't think it's gonna be a tracksuit. I think it's gonna be a swimsuit. I think she's gonna wear a school swimsuit. If we're gonna go really ecchi, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a school swimsuit, but it could be like a cat costume or something. Maybe because she really loves cats, it's gonna be something like that. Now I'm really curious. So either school swimsuit or some kind of like cat costume. It's gonna be something out there. Is what my guess is. You know, it makes me wonder if there's anything else it could be. The knock on the door looks like changing time's over. I stand up and open the door, excited to see what she's dressed in. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. Is it gonna be something normal? Oh no, it's not. It's not gonna be normal. Don't want to work. Oh. Is that all you're wearing? Well, I can't say I saw this
自宅では
coming.
決してしない服装になってみた。自堕落を極めてみようと思っどう？
どうって。
I'm stunned. She's always so well put together that seeing her completely cut loose is a big shocker, to say the least. My heart is also going wild this side of her bare legs. She's also wearing tights. She's always wearing tights, so as well, you know, blindsiding like that isn't fair.
動揺してる。私の気取ったイメージを壊すのは成功したみたいね。
She's like, yes, I did it.
成功だな。うん。なかなか際どいっつうか思い切ったな。
ものすごく悩んだけれど振り切るべきだと思った。
Yeah, it's definitely different than what Noah's usual is. I'll say
ちな
that.
みに下ズボンとか。
履いてない。 T シャツのみ。
Conqueror, she's trying to tell you something here, my guy. She wants to do something. She's trying to tell you something.
のみ。のみ。
さすがにそれは履いてる。
Oh, okay. Okay, that's better.
だよな。
やっぱり攻めすぎた気がしてきた。
Noah, let's go over the facts. You came over to this boy's house, okay? I mean, obviously you know Conqueror pretty well. You came over to his house. You say, hey, I need to change. You wear nothing but a t-shirt and panties. And you're in his room. You guys are in a very, I don't know, almost intimate setting. Like this is, you know, his room, right? Noah, what were you expecting him to think or feel? What were you expecting to come out of this? You're surely you're embarrassed, right? Like you're trying to knock off your super cool image, but you're giving him other signs, okay? I'm not sure what you were expecting here.
何急に恥ずかしくなってんだよ。
She pulls the hem of her shirt and fidgets. I knew it. This girl is a natural ingenue? I don't even know what that is. Hey Siri. What does ingenue mean?
Okay, I found this as genuine. Check it out.
It says it came up with genuine. Hold up. I'm gonna pause the video real quick. Let me find out. Okay, I got it. I don't think it'll focus, but it says an innocent or unsophisticated young woman, especially in a play or film. Innocent or unsophisticated. Okay. I learned a new word today, guys. Hopefully some of you learned that word for the first time, too. Or I'm gonna feel kind of embarrassed. Actually, it makes sense. She is pretty ditzy and impulsive. I guess she suddenly mellowed out. Still, I wish she would stop it with the blushing and fidgeting. It's getting to me.
とにかくこの姿を恥と思わないくらいに自堕落に過ごしてみようと思ったの。
Oh gosh, the H scenes are coming, guys.
ああ。うん。具体的に何すんの？
そのためのお菓子、他にもいろいろ持ってきた。
So you're just gonna pig out. You're just gonna kind of be a slob. I see. She faces away from me, crouches down, and starts fishing through her bag.
携帯ゲーム機と
Yuki-san, Noah-san, be careful. I can almost see down there. If you're not careful without Yulene, I'm gonna be seeing a whole lot more.
あれどこにしまったっけ？
Poor Kakeru. Just can't control himself. She continues to fish for her belongings as she fixes the t-shirt sliding down her shoulder. Geez, that t-shirt of hers is too big. Hey, is she really wearing underwear? Well, I don't see a strap there, so is it strapless? Well, if something slips out, what will happen? I don't know. I just don't know.
お菓子は
He's like, I'm panicking, man. I don't know what to do.
チップスあうんよしお待たせひとまず準備は整ったどうし
It's
た
like,
の
He's got like one of those typical anime characters that's got like steam out of his nose. He's like,
いや、別に。
Don't mind me. Don't you? What's the matter, me? This is doing a number on my poor heart. I'm scared. Oh, I'm so scared. Getting all flustered and excited because I've been seeing Noah more as a member of the fairer sex since around yesterday. Now my inner virgin is scared.
で、結局俺どうすれば。
見てて
見る？見る？だけ？
そう見てて
What?
私がだらけるところ
You just want me to watch you hang around with barely any clothes on, eating snacks. Okay.
いや、全然ピンとこんけど。
That last isn't clicking with my brain at all. It's clicking with somewhere else
ピン
though.
とこなくていいとにかく見てて
わかった。
寝っ転んでもいい
ああ、いいけど。クッションとか枕自由に使って。
ありがとうその前に
She takes the potato chips and tries to open the seal, but she tries, but
開けようか？
take the bag and pop it right
す
open.
ごい あっさり。
はい、お食べ。
ありがとう。
This is such a weird scene to me. Does anyone else feel like this is such an awkward scene? It's like, it's such a weird moment. It's so random. I don't know. She takes the bag from me and sets it on the floor. Next, she gets the throw pillows lined up. Then she switches on her game system. Finally, she splits a pair of chopsticks apart for some reason and sprawls on the floor. I mean, she's probably gonna use the chopsticks to grab things out of the bag. Yep. Oh boy, lying around in a risque outfit, eating chips with chopsticks while playing video games. Ooh, she's got Switch games. I wonder what she has. Oh, guys, come on. Can you not tell what that is? That is clearly Pokemon, what is it, Sword or Shield? One of those. The other one, it either looks like Monster Hunter or what's that other one? Frick. I know what series that is. It's gonna bother me if I don't find this out. I'll keep thinking. I think I know what series it is. Her thing is called a smidge. It's not a switch, it's a smidge. Just a smidge. I gaze upon the sight, taking it all in. The hell am I looking at?
私のだらけ。
なんつうか、だらけた格好に対して顔のこわばり方がすごい。
すでに罪悪感はすごい。
罪悪感？
怠けることに。
ああ。
That's what she means. She feels obligated to live the best she can and make it up for her late sister. I think the majority of Noah's behavioral principles can be explained by that. So Noah letting others see her being lazy must be
休息
agonizing.
を取らないわけじゃないし、人並みに娯楽を楽しんできた。ゲームとかアニメとか漫画とか。けど、きっちり時間を決めていた。節度を持って楽しんできたつもり。こんな風に力を抜いて没頭したことはない。まだ力は抜けてないけれど、いろいろ考えていて、当たり前のことができていない自分に気がついた。
猫。
え？
高坂先輩の力でさ。
ああ、うん。楽しかった。
Oh, like how she's just like blushing, just like, oh yeah, that was a good moment.
あの時ののは肩の力いい感じに抜けてたと思う。あんまり意識しすぎるなよ。猫の時みたいに何も考えずダラダラすればいいんだ。
何も考えず。
ゲーム何持ってきたんだ？
今起動してるのはデモ版。
おお、マジか。マルチプレイしようぜ。
持ってるの？
持ってる。300時間はやってる。
Dang, 300 hours. So that was Monster Hunter, right? Demon's Hunter. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Monster Hunter. All right, so I got it. Monster Hunter and Pokemon Shield or Sword, whichever one. I don't know. I didn't play either of them, so I'm not really sure which cover that was supposed to be. Pull my system off the shelf and check the game. I have a different game in, so I switched to Demon's Hunter and laid my stuff down on the floor too.
よし、やるか。
I didn't realize like how popular Monster Hunter is, especially in Japan. Like it is absolutely insanely popular. And I have no desire to play it whatsoever.
集会所作っておいた。
But to be fair, look at what kind of games I'm playing right now. I'm playing visual novels, guys. Do I look like a kind of guy who plays Monster Hunter? No, I don't.
どのクへ行く？
ハンターランクは？
ああ、いくつだっけ？クエストは全部開放してある。
じゃあせっかくだし高難易度。2つなデーモンの素材欲しい。
I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about.
オッケー。武器何使ってる？
ガンランス。
渋いな。
砲撃にはロマンが詰まってる。
Chock full of romance.
わかる。俺立ち中だから転ばせたらごめん。
舌打ちくらいはすると思う。
怖っ。
They're just having a game date. We indulge in co-op play as we rainbow onto each other. There's occasional silence and incomprehensible shout when an enemy gets us. We're just two friends playing with each other. That's all there is to it.
マルチプレイだとやっぱり勝手が違う。
基本ソロ？
そうね。勉強の合間に遊んでいるから、マルチプレイすると長引きそうだし。
ほんときっちり時間決めてやってるんだな。
成績下がると親が心配するし。
怒るんじゃなくて？
怒りはしない。私が勉強苦手でも両親は気にしなかったと思う。
Oh, okay. You have some pretty chill
私
parents.
自身が優秀でいたかっただけ。 ただずっとそういう姿を見せてきたから、少しでも変化があると心配するの。体調が悪いんじゃないか、悩みがあるんじゃないか。
優しい人たちだな。
過敏になっているだけ。私まで失ってしまうことを両親は恐れている。
Yeah, that could be it.
ああ、
気を使わなくていい。こんなことで落ち込んだりしないから。
気を使われる方が逆に居心地悪いか。
うん。
She's giving nonchalant. She gives a nonchalant response. It's uncharacteristically casual of her. It's a subtle change, but it's there. That tiny bit of nuance is enough to make me realize that she's actually letting me in. I'm starting to feel a warmth slowly spread in my
何でも
chest.
話すつもりではいるから、気になることがあれば遠慮せず聞いてほしい。
Okay. I mean, that's good. We should probably bring up
そ
something.
ういえば最近帰り遅くなったりしてるけど大丈夫か？
信頼はされてるから平気。本音では過保護にしたいみたいだけど、私の負担になることを危惧もしているみたい。
まあ女の子たち心配だよな。うちの親も空に対しては若干過保護気味だし。
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're overprotective Sora too, my
って
guy.
いうか男の部屋に来てるとか余計に心配かけないか？
友達の家に行くとしか伝えてない。嘘は嫌いだけど、全部言う必要もないし。
ま
ただ、私が友達の話をするのは初めてだから。
あノアが家でどんな話してるのか。
パパとママもアニメとか漫画好きだから、
Dang.
そういう話は結構する。
Win parents, am I right?
ああ普段パパとママって言ってんだな。
Yeah, that mommy and daddy. Whoa. Look at her face to see it's a private shade of
大
red.
きすぎた。
そういう趣旨だろ今日は。
そうだけど、
家だと口調も違ってそ
そんなに変わらない。今とほとんど同じ。
う。なんか親には敬語で話してそうなイメージある。
何それ。
育
Dream
ちが
on.
いい感じするからさ。休日の午後は優雅に紅茶飲んでそうなそんな家
今だから告白するけど、
庭。ん？
実はそんなに紅茶好きじゃない。
She just put on an act.
だっていっつも飲んでんじゃんナインボールで。
何を飲んだら様になるか考えた結果、紅茶になった。
Oh my gosh, she just drinks it to make her look better. She doesn't even care about it. Can you imagine drinking something you don't like just to look cool?
かっこつけてただけ？
そう。本当は砂糖とミルク入れたいけど、我慢してストレートで飲んでる。
Oh my gosh, I feel so
ア
bad.
ホなの？
You're stupid.
好きなもん頼めばいいのに。
イメージが大事。ジュースはかっこよくない。
パフェはかっこいいカテゴリーなの？
ではないけど。
Oh, so the parfaits aren't cool, but she'll eat those. Okay.
甘いものが好きって公言しても別にイメージ壊れないだろ
そこまで好きじゃない。紅茶の苦味を中和するために頼んでるだけ。
Which you could counteract if you put some milk and sugar
う。
in there.
嘘つけ。あんまり仲が良くなかった間の話だけど最初乗り気じゃなかったのにパフェを餌にしたら即食いついたぞ。
That is true. Yeah, he offered her a week of parfaits, and she was willing to do whatever.
本当に甘いものが好きなわけじゃない。ただ、ナインボールのパフェは別。あの値段であのクオリティは驚愕。最初はなんとなく頼んだだけだったけど、美味しすぎてびっくりした。
パフェ自体が好きなわけじゃなくてナインボールのパフェが好きってことね。
うん。フルーツの食べたことある？
ない。
じゃあ今度食べてみて。フルーツパーラーの半分くらいの値段なのに、味は同格かそれ以上。
マジか。じゃあ今度行った時食ってみる。
そして、多分紅茶も質のいい茶葉を使っていると思うんだけど、そっちはよくわからない。
Oh gosh, I'm just going back to thinking about Cafe Stella and having to find good tea leaves and good like coffee beans and things like that.
採算度外してやってるって九条が言ってた気がするな。他の料理も多分本当だったらあの値段で食えないんだろうな。
Oh yeah, they're probably definitely putting some money into that business.
財布に優しいし助かってる。ナインボールが私の
私の？
憩いの場。
I think it's really cool though that that's kind of like the place that she feels comfortable in and that she likes going to for the price, because I feel like that's the same thing Kakeru goes to it, right? Like he feels comfortable there, he likes the price. That's something that they kind of connect with. I mean, obviously Kujo, of course, too. Like he connects with her, but she works there, so I mean that's the reason she's always there. But and her, you know, her grandfather's there. But I like that Kujo's kind of on the outside of that, but she still goes there and still enjoys it, just the same as Kakeru does. Like they have that kind of connection.
今気づいた。常に気を張って頑張ってたつもりだけど、息抜きはちゃんとしてたんだ。
She whispers under her breath. She's talking to herself in a
考
self-depreciating
えて
tone.
みればゲームもそうだし、ストイックに生きているつもりだっただけで、しっかり自分は甘やかしてる。
Yeah, kind of. I'm glad she's kind of having this revelation right now. Like, she already has been kind of enjoying herself more than she thought she has. I think that's a good thing for her to realize. Like, hey, you can have happiness.
かけるに出会ってから、どんどん私のメッキが剥がれていく。
それは悪いことか。
ううん。私が前に進むために
I
必
agree.
要なことなんだと思う。いい加減乗り越えないと。
I mean, I don't feel like you have to rush it. I mean, obviously, we do have kind of a deadline coming up, like, but I don't know. I don't really like the idea of rushing it when you're going through a hard time. It's not like you're just trying to get back to normal as soon as possible. You really want to overcome what you're going through. And that just takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Can't bring myself to respond to her murmur. I just remain silent. The room goes quiet aside from the clicking and clacking of button presses.
ああ、食べ。
We play video games and eat snacks. With this self-indulgent time that Noah has been after. Before we know it, the sun sets and night falls. We just literally watched her play video games all day. After finishing the umpteenth quest, Noah sets her console on the table.
ついに
帰るか？
もう一つだけやりたいことがある。
Yeah, what is that? She turns around roots. What was it? Root story bag. Okay, she really did say that. I was like, is that like, did I misread that? Like I said before, watch it. No, I can almost get a look at the goods. Yeah, I'm not saying anything, so it must be hopeful for it to happen. We guys are
あっ
hopeless.
た。
She spins around and faces me. She has a DVD
良
case in
さ
her
そうな
hands.
のを買ってきた。
ホラー映画？
そう。今から見る。
大丈夫か？
Oh yeah, because she doesn't like horror, huh?
大丈夫じゃない。けど、私のメッキを剥ぎ取るのはこれが一番いいって。
あの程度でビビりまくってたんだから、ホラー映画なんて見たら死ぬだろ。
I know, it was... I mean, to be fair, that was kind of an actual ghost. Kind of.
作り物だと分かっているから、そこまでビビらないと思う。
本当に？やめた方がよくない？
見る。
ほんと大丈夫。
大丈夫じゃないけど見る。PC 貸して。
残念ながら俺のノート。ちょっと安心してるだろ。
Oh no, all of her plans are foiled.
してない。そっか。じゃあ仕方ない。
DVD は無理だけど、動画配信サイトでなら見られる。そんな絶望的な顔、初めて見るな。やっぱやめた方がいいだろ
う。やめない。見る。
わかったわかった。
Take the case, check the title, search for it.
配信されてないな。
じゃあ仕方ない。
Well, I guess that settles that. Anyways, bye, Kakeru.
別の配信サイトも契約してるから、そっちでも調べてみる。いちいちそんな顔するなよ。やめるか？
絶対やめない。なかったら別の見る。
はいはい。
I checked the other side. Not streaming after all, eh?
どんなのが見たいんだ？
どれも見たくはない。
いや、そりゃそうだろうけど。
苦手なのは幽霊が出るやつ。
幽霊？
そう。ゾンビとかサイコホラーとか。あとグロいのも平気。
グロ平気なのに幽霊ダメなのか？
Should make her watch Scooby-Doo.
幽霊の存在を
妹さんの件か。
何でもかんでも妹に関連づけるのは良くないと思うけど、もし幽霊がいて、もし妹が成仏していなくて なぜあの時助けてくれなかったのって恨んでるかも。
Oh, she's not gonna say that.
そんなことないと思うけど、もし恨まれていたらって思うと
I mean, I think that's valid, but I don't think she's gonna hold some grudge about it, you know?
だから幽霊は苦手。
やっぱり無理することない気がするな。
妹が悪霊になっているかもって、そう考えてしまう自分が嫌だから、ちゃんと乗り越えて向き合えるようになりたい。そう、幽霊。
じゃあ和製ホラーかな。
ホラーよく見るの？
まあそこそこ。
一人で？
I don't know. Do you guys watch a lot of horror? I generally don't. I tend to watch more like shows that have horror in it, I guess. Like the Haunting of Hill House. I really like that show.
だな。
I don't like to just watch straight up horror movies. They're usually cheesy and
よく平気ね。
I just shout at the characters for making stupid decisions.
ホラーってなんつうのかな。慣れると逆に笑えるというか。
I mean, there's some horror, yeah, that you can find pretty funny.
ちょっと意味がわからない。
見まくってたらそのうちそうなる。これとかは？
わかんないから任せる。
じゃあこれで。
電気
え？
消す。
や
るならとことん。
変にストイックだな、本当。
I mean, yeah, to be fair, you gotta dim the lights at least. Oh gosh, it's dark. Stand up and turn off the lights as instructed.
早くも息が荒く
Oh gosh, she's already like, oh, this is such a bad idea.
だから大丈夫じゃない。でも見るの。
じゃあごゆっくり。見終わるまで俺外でブラブラしてるから。
Oh gosh, look at the eyes.
ああ、新鮮。そういうリアクション新鮮。
Honestly, those eyes, if anything, are scary. That looks like some kind of demon thing. I think it's supposed to be like cat-like, but it's pretty
から
scary
か
to
わ
me.
ないで。早く戻ってきて。
はいはい。
Walk back to my computer and take a seat
じ
in
ゃあ
front
見
of
る
it.
ぞ。準備いいか？
Gosh, this reminds me so much of the first time I watched like a scary movie with a girl. So much. Because I was just like teasing around and just super confident, even though I don't really care for horror movies, but
再生します。
まだ返事してない。
何回聞いてもしないだろう。はい、再生。
pressing play. Noah glares at the monitor, looking ready to burst into tears. The lead in of the movie just introduced the characters without a single scary element to be seen. Okay, good. I was hoping they had some kind of like CG of them watching the movie together. I would have liked a better one, not the chibi CGs, but before I know it, Noah is pressing tight up against me. Actually, she's practically clinging to me. That's what you want, my guy. And okay, so this is what happened the first time. Like I said, watched a scary movie with a girl. So she holds on to you, right? And here's what you do. When you sense something scary coming up, but before the scary thing actually happens, you just like freak out. It's like, oh! And it freaks her out too, because she's expecting something when you beat her to the punch. And then you just laugh. You just proceed to laugh. And it's great. It's so fun to do. Well, this isn't looking good. The movie's lasting my mind now. There's been a single horror scene yet, and she's already freaking out. Hey, there's nothing spooky happening. Those are the comments I want to make, but I can't force the words out. Every time Noah grips on my shirt or leans her weight onto me, I can feel my heart jump in my chest. This is probably a hellacious battle for Noah, but it's turning into a hellacious battle for me, too, for different reasons. Be still, my inner virgin. The movie is finally getting spooky, and Noah's face is really starting to twitch with terror. And she's sticking even closer to me. I can't take it anymore. I'm losing it over here. Focus on the movie. Just focus. She wrings the living daylights out of my shirt and she lets out screams. Some kind of apparition flashes across the screen just for a second, but it's enough to evoke this kind of reaction. Man, her showing me her weak sides is just as unfair. I'm a sucker for this Gap Moe stuff. My heart has been beating like crazy for the wrong reasons. I've broken out into an odd sweat. Desperately hoping she doesn't find out that I'm snuggling with my... I'm snuggling? I'm struggling with my libido. However, those worries are unfounded. She's so focused on the movie that there's no way she'd pick up on any awkward vibes. Oh, she is just freaking out over here. Noah lets out a yell and jumps. Her overreaction causes me to jump too. She trembles, clinging onto my arm with intense force. Actually, she's clinging She's past cleaning. She's outright crushing my arms with her bare
落
hands.
ち着け落ち着いて指食い込んでる痛い指
What? She's speaking an English. She's speaking like an alien language now. What the? What even is that? Circle, pound sign, triangle, star. What even is that? I don't know.
わかんない何言ってるかわかんない
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that.
そうな
There's a typical scene: the character's classmate commits suicide, being reflected in the window. You know this is a cult classic. It's a dated flick with a low budget, and ghost makeup is pretty rough around the edges, to be quite honest. Looks really fake and isn't scary at all in my eyes, so I picked this movie thinking that even Noah could handle it, but... Why is there a pound sign in there? And then yen? What? She's going out of her mind. The love tap of a horror scene is enough to cause this. No freaking way is she gonna make it to the climax. Holy frick, she is seriously scarred.
嘘だろ泣いてる
だって幽霊
I love that whatever this is voice acted. That is so great.
わかんないけどわかった幽霊怖いもんなもうやめとこうなやめないそうかやめないかそうか
But why? Just quit.
だからわかんねえよほんと大丈夫かまだ1時間以上あるぞ
Okay, at least this isn't just random symbols here.
泣きすぎてむせてんじゃん
Can you imagine being the person who has to like translate that? It's like, okay, she's making these sounds. This is what that sounds like.
いって指手が爪食い込んでる痛い痛い痛い痛い
Oh
っていう
my
か
gosh.
お前今のシーンのどこに絶叫する要素あったよ一体何にビビってんだよ痛いって痛い痛い痛い痛い
Gosh, this is so uncharacteristic for Noah. It's crazy.
痛い
Oh my gosh. Yep, turning the lights back on. We finish the movie and turn on the lights. Noah looks off into nothingness with her eyes red from crying. She isn't moving a single inch.
生きてるか
That movie wasn't so bad. Yeah, it seemed a little bad to you.
どの口が言ってんだよふざけんなよ
Quit BSing me.
怖すぎて死ぬかと思った
She wipes her tears with the
ま
back
さ
of
か
her
こ
hand.
こまで無様になるとは思う
ミッションコンプリートね
涙目でドヤ顔してもかっこよくないぞ
辛辣
That stings.
ほんと大丈夫か今日一人で寝られるか夜トイレ行けるかっていうか帰れるか
バカにしてる
してるよ
Sure
舐めら
am.
れたものね今日は絶対眠れないしトイレも無理
完膚なきまでに崩れたな
今さら気取っても滑稽なだけだし
Yeah, but I like the comical part of her. She says this in a sulky tone as she lies down on the floor and buries her face in the throw pillow.
弱すぎたもう絶対寝ない
This is so a setup for her to just stay over. That's what's going on here.
あんなに泣き叫ぶ人初めて見たわ
感情を表に出したの久しぶりだから
Oh yeah, sometimes crying can feel so good. Like, have you guys ever gone a long time without crying and then you have this moment where you cry and you're just like, oh, I feel like a human being again.
そっか
子供の頃に戻った気分違う大人のふりをしていただけね理想の自分を演じていれば余計なこと考えなくていいから楽だったかっこつけるのやめてボロボロにメッキを剥がれて結局あの頃から成長できてなかった反応に困ってる
少しこういう時うまく言葉が出てこなくてダメだな俺は
I don't know. I feel like when someone's like bearing their kind of emotions like that, I mean, maybe the best thing is to not say too much. Like, just kind of let them come to the realization themselves.
もっと困らせていい
あ
妹がって言ってるけどちょっとずつ薄れてる
I mean, that's good. Like, obviously, you don't want to like completely forget about your sister and like downplay what happened, right? But at the same time, you want to not have it like constantly in your mind. If it's constantly in your mind, it's gonna be bringing you a lot of pain. Like, it's something that you can think about every once in a while, maybe be sad about, cry, and reminisce. But it shouldn't be leading your everyday life.
妹との思い出、妹の顔、悲しいとか寂しいとか、そういう気持ちも決して消えないけど、
Yeah, that's what you want. They don't need to go away, but they should be less present.
そんな
It shouldn't be your
自分
entire
は許せない。
identity.
私が妹の死を連想させるものに過剰な反応を示すのは、そんな罪悪感も原因なのかもって散々泣きじゃくってそう思った。こんな自己分析あまり意味はなさそうだけど。
意味ないってことはないと思うけどな。
言葉にするだけで。
ああ、なんつうか、こういう話親とはしないのか。
You know, Cocker, that's not a bad idea.
しない。多分パパとママもあの日から動けずにいる。交通事故の被害者の支援とかを積極的にしてる。私とは違う形で妹を殺した悪と戦ってる。家族みんな縛られているからとても話せない。
Well, it sounds like they need to have some comfort in this just as much as you do.
そっか。
かけるに相談できるようになって多分良かったんだと思う。弱いところを見せられる人ができて、
もっといいこと言えたらいいんだけどな。
聞いてくれるだけで助かるし。
今まではそうだな、ぶっちゃけると若干とっつきづらかった。
Oh yeah, Noah's not like a crazy approachable person when it comes to talking about your feelings and more vulnerable sides.
知ってる。みんな大体そう。
でもあんな情けないところ見ちゃったらな。もう俺の中でノアは空と同じカテゴリーにいる。
それバカにしてる？
I don't think she's quite at Sora's level. Sora is pretty energetic. I mean, she can be like, more down to earth and stuff like this too.
半
But
分は
I was actually surprised. Like her route was actually pretty decent.
やっぱり。
俺気を許した相手には結構きついこと言うっぽいから覚悟しておいてくれ。
気を許す。うん。
それとまあ冗談も言うけどさ、本気で笑ったりはしないから。だからカッコつけなくていい。自然体でいい。弱音だって吐いてくれ。俺もこれからは遠慮とかせず。あれ
You can hear Chinese snoring sounds. Oh, she just fell asleep. So it's kind of a trend right now on TikTok. Not that I use TikTok, but I've seen it. I mostly use like Instagram or something like that. In Instagram just reposts a bunch of TikToks anyways. But there's this saying where like when you're in a relationship, when like a person makes you feel a certain way, like you feel tired around them, it's because your inner child feels safe around them. They feel like they can relax and just be at ease. And I really like that because it's just a very wholesome thing. And I feel like this is kind of a case of that, where Noah has just kind of been herself and just kind of put down her guards around Kakeru. And she feels comfortable enough around him that she's able to just fall asleep and just relax.
今結構いいこと言えたと思ったんだけどな。
Stand up with a wry smile, pulling a blanket off the shelf and gently draping it over her. She looks so innocent when she's sleeping. She also looks really young. In my mind, Noah's already gone from a member of the opposite sex to another little sister of mine. No, sister isn't right. Maybe niece. Grade school niece I'm slowly taken care of. That's more the vibe I'm getting. She's gone from a cool trini to a somewhat ditzy airhead and finally a degenerate crybaby. Wow, okay. You can be a little bit nicer about it. Well, Noah, you're in luck. Thanks to your efforts, my mental image of you has been driving diving further and further down, just like you wanted. So it's okay, though. I'm sure it's fine to her. She's reevaluating herself and facing her trauma. Noah's trying so hard to move forward, but is that okay? As I look at her sleeping, I can't help but think that. I walk away from Noah's side and slightly hesitate over turning off the lights. I end up lowering the lights since I figured she won't be able to sleep soundly if it's so bright. I exit the living room and enter the kitchen. I shut the door, then lean against the
Sophie.
wall. As soon as I ask, space
何か
distorts.
用？
聞きたいことがある。
教えられることなら教えてあげる。
眷属化ってやつ、
Sophie's expression
Nothing.
stiffens up.
ノアと話して思ったんだ。他の枝じゃ全く見せなかったのに。あいつにイーリスを殺させるのはダメだ。これ以上背負わせるのはダメだ。
So wait, is Kakuru's idea to have her give some of her power to somebody else and then have her finish Iris off instead?
だから俺がやる。ノアのジオーダーでしか倒せないなら力を分けてもらって。俺が。
ノア一人に委ねるよりも確実ではあるから。本来なら反対する理由はないのだけど、眷属化のリスクちゃんと知った上で言ってる？
リスクがあること自体は知ってる。どんなリスクかは知らない。
拒否反応が出るかもしれない。最悪死ぬわよ。
Hey, you know, if I die, I can just come back.
そうなったらやり直す。
自分の命には無頓着ね、あなた。
Yeah, I mean, by this point, no. Because literally during the fight with Iris, he just kept coming back over and over.
それしか武器がない。
Like, they greatly diminished the value of his life. Like, it was just like, oh, okay, I died, I can just come back again. It's the only weapon I have.
リスクはそれだけか。
感染症。
は？
アーティファクトを体内に取り込んだものの血液、あるいは体液を取り込む。それが眷属化の方法。
Interesting.
何か病気を持っていればあなたにもうつるわよっていう単純な話。
I don't want diseases. That does not sound good. That sounds like a good way to spread some kind of, what is Ebola? I think Ebola is spread by, like, blood. So I feel like this is a terrible idea.
なんだ。
そんなこと
Or
ってあ
there's,
なたね。
AIDS. I think AIDS is spread by
健
blood
康に
too,
も無
right?
頓着ね。それともこちらの世界には不治の病なんてないのかしら。
No.
あるけど、ノアはどう見ても健康だし、
Ugh.
心配することじゃないだろう。
Still sounds gross, though.
まったく。あなたたちを気遣って伏せていたのがバカらしく思えてくるわね。
健康の心配してる場合じゃないだろう。イーリスを殺さないと、下手すりゃこっちの世界滅亡だ。
Yeah, it's pretty done for, so we're gonna have to take some big risks
そ
here.
う言われると私は黙るしかないわね。
血を飲めばいいんだな。
ノアにアーティファクトを飲み込ませる必要がある。それもおすすめできない理由。
You need to make no ingest artifact?
アーティファクトを取り込めばその分強く結びついてしまう。侵食のリスクが上がるのよ。だから教えたくなかった。
そうか。ノアにもリスクがあるなら避けたいな。
そもそもあなたノアの能力を理解してるの？
I don't.
イーリスを確実に殺せる。
その程度の理解でよく自分の命をかけられるわね。
ノアなりに理由があって話したくないみたいなんだ。大事なことは分かっているから無理に聞き出す必要は。
罪を裁くこと。
Oh, okay. She's just been casually listening in. Noah's voice in the living room interrupts my sentence. I slowly open the
聞けた
door.
のか。
Noah continues without responding to my
ジオーダ
question.
ーはその名の通り秩序の番人。私が罪人だと認識した者に罰を与える。罪のない者には発動できない。
Interesting. Okay, so you can't just go kill innocent people with
ど
it.
んな罰を与えるかは私の裁量によって決まる。逆に些細な嘘をついた程度で首をはねることもできる。それがジオーダーのすべて。
After declaring that, she silently shuts her eyes. I mean, I don't know how you would make noise while shutting your eyes. Nope, can't do it.
能力を明かしたのは最大限の信頼の証だと思ってほしい。私はカケルを信頼している。誰よりも。だから。
Just out a short sigh, opens her eyes and glares at me.
もう二度とふざけたこと言わないで。そんな気遣い私を侮辱してる。あなたに全部押し付けるほど私は弱くない。
悪かった。
Dang, okay.
あなたはもう背負った。だから次は私が背負う。
I mean, to be fair, you've carried a lot too. I mean, not necessarily in regards to this, but just in your past. Takes a step closer to me.
二人で背負うの。
Okay, that was pretty romantic. She looks up at me, stands on her tippy toes, and grabs me by the
分かっ
collar.
た。
ああ、わかった。もう勝手なことはしない。
Place my own hands on top of her tiny ones as they grip my
悪か
collar.
ったよ。
まだ文句は終わってない。
何でも聞く。
電気消さないで。怖いでしょ。
Oh, that's your concern.
起きた瞬間泣きそうになったんだから。
すみません。
侮辱されたことよりこっちの方にムカついてるから気をつけて。
She acted all insulted by us saying we'll take it on all ourselves. She's like, nah, you turning off the lights is way more of an insult.
は
Okay,
はい、すみ
Noah.
ませんでした。
分かればいい。
So let's go at me roughly and gives me a pouty face.
血は喧嘩は終わった？
And then there's Sophie, who has completely identified the situation accurately.
1話ではないけど終わった。
Sure, Noah, sure.
私たちの話。
多分おおよそすべて。眷属化というのは
そうね。多少劣化するけれど。
ジオーダーはその気になれば罪のない人も裁くことができる。能力者がその人に罪があると認識すればいいだけだから、いくらでもでっち上げることができる。
Yeah,
とても危
especially...
険な力。
I feel like especially if you were someone who's like a chuny, where you just kind of make up things and make your own reality, right? I mean, I feel like that's... Yeah, you could literally just punish anybody. You could punish innocent people with that. But it just... Noah has the sense of justice, so...
でもかけるになら分け与えてもいい。信用してるし、私は健康体。感染症の心配はおそらくない。
I'm just wondering, because they brought this up, is there going to be something with that? Is there going to be some worry of infection or something like that?
リスク分散の意味でもジオーダーを分け与えることに意義はない。ただかけるが一人で背負おうとするのは気に食わないし、拒否反応というリスクもあるのなら。
と言ってるけど。
ノアに従う。
そう、わかった。罪人と認めた者に効果を及ぼす。だから世界を超えて私にも届いたというわけね。
Interesting. I wonder in what way she views her as a sinner.
似たような特性を持つアーティファクトがないか一応探しておくわ。あっても渡せるかはわからないけれど。
助かるよ。
それじゃあね。血は喧嘩はほどほどに。
Okay, Sophie, we will.
だからチワじゃない。
Sophie's just gone. Before Noah can finish her sentence, Sophie disappears. We're all by ourselves again. It's kind of awkward.
わかった。
Noah heads to the living room alone. Wait for a few
終わっ
minutes.
た。
I go back into the living room.
帰る。今日はありがとう。
ああ、うん。
その話はもう終わった。でも私はあなたと対等でいたいの。守ってほしいわけじゃない。
Gosh, you're like the opposite of Haruka, who wants like the White Knight to save her.
それは覚えておいて。
肝に銘じておく。
また明日。
あ
Of
あ
course.
りがとう。お菓子ほとんど手をつけてないけど。
She's like, I didn't have enough time to eat all my
置いてっ
snacks.
ていいぞ。荷物とかも。持って帰るの大変そうだし。
じゃあ置いてく。
そういえば明日みんなで集まるかも。高峰が話し合いをしたがってた。
Ooh, we can have them talk again.
昨日の能力者の件。
今後のことも。
わかった。
時間とか決まったら連絡する。
うん。それじゃあ。
Ooh, sounds like tomorrow's gonna be fun. We're gonna have everyone talking again. Takamine, who I love. I see Noah to the
一人
door.
で帰れるか？
帰れる。
俺夕飯食べに行くし、ついでに送ってくぞ。
だから帰れるってば。
本当か？
子供扱いしな。
中身子供だろ。
A little bit. She puts on her shoes as she grumbles in frustration.
一人で帰る。黙ってついてきたりしないで。
I wasn't dreaming
わ
of
かっ
it.
たわかった。
絶対に来ないで。
わかったって。
お邪魔しました。
またな。
また明日。
Oh my gosh. Such a funny interaction. What if the next time we see her, she's gonna be wearing more casual clothes? I wonder if she's gonna, like, change, like, noticeably. Noah leaves my apartment, the door shutting behind her. We only spent a few hours together, but we covered a lot. An insult, huh? So she's got a point. I may have overestimated myself. Noah isn't someone who I need to protect. She's a teammate who will fight alongside me. I'll make sure not to forget that. I'm hungry, so I should go get some grub.
Oh.
Just about to go back to the living room to grab my wallet, the intercom rings. I open the door for a good hunch as to who it is. There she is. She looks really embarrassed. I already have an idea, but I try asking anyways.
忘れ物？
送って。
Walk me home.
怖い。一人無理。
最初から素直になればいいのに。
Oh my gosh, she's scared from that movie.
笑わないで。
待ってろ。財布取ってくる。
She's an equal partner, but yeah, she's basically my niece. No, don't put it that way. Don't make her family. She's a love interest, my guy. Go back to the living room with an awkward smile, and I shove my wallet and my phone in my pants pocket.
行こう。
ありがとう。
We leave the apartment together. This is a side of Noah that she would have never shown me in the other branches. A vulnerable side that only I know of. She probably would never show it to the others. It's kind of giving me a superiority complex. These few hours together with Noah have changed my feelings and impressions of her in a big way. Even as we walk side by side now, I feel sort of...
何食べるの？
まだ決めてない。一緒に食うか？
やめておく。夕飯いらないってママに言ってないから。
そっか。
On edge. Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea to keep her out too late. We're on the 23rd now.
では始めようか。作戦会議を。
Oh, yes, we're at the cafe again. We get to share fries. Let's go. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here, though. I think this is a good place to stop. I would go a little bit further, but I don't know. I want to stop here. I think something big's going to happen here soon. I get that feeling we're getting there, because we're making progress with Noah. Noah's opening up more. We're now kind of discussing our game plan here, where I think next episode's probably going to be pretty chill for the most part. And then maybe the episode after that, like something big's going to happen, or maybe the end of the next episode. We'll see. I'm not sure where this is going at all. I mean, obviously we're getting ready to fight Iris and defeat her, right? But I have a feeling that's going to go way differently than I'm expecting. It's not going to be very casual. It's not going to be very easy. Well, I guess I'm expecting it to be harder. So I should say it's not going to go how they think it's going to go. Let's put it that way. Anyways, guys, though, funny episode. Got to see Noah open up quite a bit. See a more vulnerable side of her. That was great. Apparently she's really afraid of ghosts and absolutely freaks out around them. It's funny to watch, but we're just gonna end it here. We already have a little glimpse of the next episode. It's gonna be good with Renya there at the cafe. Can already tell. Or family restaurant, whatever this is. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next episode. Have a good one.